Hi, Miss Deb here, and today I'm going to read you this book. It's called Have You Seen Trees? It's got a beautiful cherry blossom tree on the cover, and when you open the book, you can see that the artwork has gone from front to back. It's a beautiful big tree and talks about all kinds of trees. Have you seen trees? A little sapling. Have you seen trees? It's got a little tiny tree over here. Have you seen trees? High trees, white trees, reaching to the sky trees. Did you ever hide behind a wide, high tree? Look how big this tree is. Now, most of the trees, when they're this big, this part is called trunk. This is the widest part of the tree. And it sends us roots at the bottom of the underground so it can stand tall. And when it goes up, the branches, you'll notice, becomes narrower and narrower and narrower and becomes really, really skinny, and all the leaves are on the tiny, tiny part of branches. So these kids are hiding and playing hide and seek. See, he's looking for his friend, and there is his friend with the dog who's hiding too. Now, have you seen small trees? Slow to grow trees? I can touch the leaves of the short, small trees. Look at this tree, it's so small, even a baby can touch the leaves even when she or he is crawling. And even though this part is a trunk, because it's such a small tree, it's still the thickest part of this tree, but compared to the other one, it's quite narrow. Have you seen fall trees? Full fall nut trees. Walnut, chestnut, butternut, hickory nut. I like the taste of a fall nut trees. Look, these kids are shaking the tree with a long stick so that all the nuts would fall, and this child is collecting all the nuts in his cart. That's awesome. Even in the school yard, if you can go look for it, you might find some pecan trees. Red leaves, yellow leaves, orange falling down leaves. Have you seen the sight of a bright fall leaves? Look, in fall, all the leaves turn red, orange, yellow, and the birds are flying around. Ooh, what's happening here? Look, in the fall, when all the leaves have fallen down, the leaves are all piled up, and the kids just love to jump in them, and they collect them in some kind of a jack-o'-lantern trash bag so they can be recycled. Now, dry leaves, brown leaves, covering the ground leaves make a crunching sound. Leaves dropping everywhere. Leaves left the trees bare. Leaves, I can hear the crunch of the crisp dry leaves. Now this one kind of looks cold. Now the leaves are all gone. The winter is coming. The leaves, tree branches are kind of bare. Now cold tree, old tree, planted long ago tree. This looks like pretty old trees. Holes in the bole of a dark cold tree. Now see, can you see the holes? These are called boles of an old tree. Now this one is not old. Wrinkled bark, rough bark, twisted, corky, cracked bark, white bark, smooth bark, sleek without groove bark. This is an aspen tree. Their trunks are really, really smooth, and that's what you can see. And they're pretty white. They're this color. So not all tree branches are brown. Sometimes they're this color. Sometimes they're gray. But most of the time they're kind of this color. Look at this. This is a winter scene. Can you see all the snow on the branches? They look like white flowers. And look at the shadow. Very interesting. Have you seen snow trees? Winter bright white trees turn to ice at night. Trees sparkling in the light. Trees, I can hear the snap of the winter white trees. What about winter green? Never bare evergreens, pine-coned white pine, prickly needles pitch pine. I have seen pine of every kind. Have you seen trees? Now these are, do you recognize these trees? These are the trees that we use for Christmas. We bring them in and we decorate them with all kinds of decorations. But they are called evergreens, but they grow in very, very high altitude where lots of snows happen. So they never shed their leaves in winter. But have you seen the branches? They're kind of bowing down. So what happens is if snow fall on the heavy snow, it just bends and the snow falls right off. So it will not break its branches. So they're designed for that. And look at these kids, they're going sledding and skiing. They're going to find their best tree that they can bring home. Now spring has come. Look how colorful the trees are. Have you seen spring trees? Budding, bursting, blooming trees. Yellow, pink, and green trees. Sticky, dripping sap trees. Dropping seeds and popping leaves. Singing birds in nesting trees. Look. Bugs in the bark of the spring green trees. Look, there are bugs. There are ladybugs here. There's another bug here. The mommy bird is feeding the baby birds a worm. There's another bug here, and there's lots of bugs everywhere. Look, some butterflies over there. And this is the pink flowers, yellow flowers. They are so colorful. Ooh, have you ever seen summer trees? Shade me from the light trees. This is called a weeping willow. The branches kind of float down and they just wave in the wind, and this looks beautiful in summer. And it's like a lazy afternoon. So we are watching this. They are catching fish. This guy is alive, but this guy has gone to sleep. And look at that. The fishing rod is still there. Even the dog is asleep. Oh, how do trees look at nighttime? Even though you know they're green, because at night there's no sun, the color changes. Look, these are all trees, but they look so dark. And they're camping outside. So it's a whisper in the night trees. I can hear the trees. If you're really, really quiet at nighttime, you will be able to hear the wind rustle through their branches. Okay, these are some fun trees that made words. Like this is a dogwood tree. Have you ever seen dogs on a tree? And this is a cottonwood tree, cotton candy. This is a buttonwood tree, and that's iron. Look at all those different irons. They're making fun of the names of those trees. Oh, look at all those berries, and the birds are happy eating all those berries. I can see cherries, I can see mulberries. I'm not sure what these are. It's called nannyberry, mulberry, hackberry, sheepberry. Birds in the berries are for sassafras trees. Wild cherry, choke cherry, every kind of cherry berry. Oh, fruits grow on trees too. There are peaches, there are pears, and there are apples. And these people are collecting the apples in their bushels, and they're going to take them to the market. This looks like, have you ever been on an airplane? And if you look out the window and if you're flying over a forest, you will see it looks like a lawn. The trees are so small, and the whole forest looks like a lawn. So but you have to be really high up. And have you seen trees? So this is a sunset, and there are trees over here. And look, these are all different kinds of leaves. Different trees have different kinds of leaves. That's an interesting shape over here too. Look, all the different kinds of leaves from different kinds of trees. And there you go. There's some more. So now go ahead and choose your tree and make your own tree. The only kind of tree I did not see here were the palm trees. Maybe you can draw a palm tree too if you want to. Happy creating!